Hello, everybody. Hi again. I'm Cheryl Abram, and this is my cyber training with Epiphany channel. Y'all, I am so excited. I have been working on this stuff, and the things I've been discovering are for my topic, reimagining cyber. It's just been so amazing. Like, there's a lot of good stuff happening. So today I'm going to, last time I talked about 5G, and I told you some stuff about that. And today I was going to just talk about quantum computing, but as I was doing it, I decided, let me just give you the whole thing, okay? Now, this is a very, very condensed version, all right? I'm actually creating a talk that I would like to do, about this topic. I don't have anybody to talk to, I guess whoever will listen right now, but I really want to go into a lot of detail about each of these things. But today, I'm not going to put y'all through that. Okay. I'm only going to spend like 2 to 3 minutes on each of the topics that I have in the description. Is about, I don't know, like 9 topics or something like that. So, and what I've done here so that you can get all the way through for what those of you watching the replay, I have a banner where I'm going to tell you which topic I'm on. So you can just scroll through. When you see that banner, you can stop it and get that, get that information if that's what you're looking for. Because I hate having to sit through stuff, hearing people talk about stuff that I'm not interested in, just to get to the good stuff. Anyway, all right, so I just have to remember to do that because I don't normally do that. I just have to remember to put the banner up when I get to that topic. All right, let me turn this phone thing off because this is gonna bother me. Okay, so let's just get to it. All right, the problem, and I have my notes right here too, just to be sure I stay on message because I have a tendency to just go off on the tangents. Okay, so y'all know what the problem is. This is going to be a really simple thing. So I looked up some stuff about cyber threats and trends in 2020, and it's pretty much the same, but only different because the technology is changing, but nothing is changing about people trying to get our information. Okay, and us trying to prevent them from doing that. All right, all of that is the same. So some stuff that I saw was like crypto jacking, of course, IoT attacks. I talk a lot about that in the 5G thing. And our efforts to solve the problem. So in the last video I did, I talked about Katie Arrington. She's the CISO in DoD and the new CMMC, the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification that DoD is coming up with, okay? And the things that keep her up at night are 5G and quantum computing, all right? So we are doing a lot of stuff, and the CMMC is an effort to help further protect data, all right? So there's a lot of stuff that we are doing as cyber professionals to protect that data. I also talk about the hacker ethic, like what drives hackers to do what they do, okay? And I compare that with our computer ethics, the computer ethics that cyber professionals use, okay? And at the end of the day, it's a back and forth. It's like, we're like a game. You do something to me, I do something to you. You do something, I try to protect myself from you. I don't want you to see me do, it's a bunch of back and forth. And the idea of it, though, the idea of the hacker ethic, when you really look at it, it's not bad. Okay, not the one that I found. Like it was like, remember how Steve Wozniak says, information wants to be free. We want to put stuff out there, for people to get and to see and to use, and that's not bad, right? But it gets bad when it's by any means necessary, type of thing, and I compare that to, I know all of us learned in school about manifest destiny, right? When folks came over here when they discovered America, okay, it was for a wonderful reason. Wanted to get out of the way of religious persecution. You want to have freedom to do this, that, and the other thing, which people should have. You have a right to that, okay? But what happened? It as a consequence of that thing, right? All kinds of atrocities. A lot of good stuff happened. Like I'm living in a state called Virginia right now because of all that. But at the same time, we almost annihilated an entire people, for that. So I'm not gonna get into that right now, but that's what I'm talking about. You have the hacker ethic, our computer ethics, and we're just going back and forth. Okay. Okay, let me get to do this now. Okay, so that's the problem. So what we want to do is we want to evolve the problem. Okay, hold on. I think I went up a little bit. Where am I? Solving the problem. So that was solving the problem. Katie Arrington and all the stuff she did, that's us trying to solve the problem today. And the current state is that we're at a continuous state of war, basically, with hackers and the stuff that they're doing. There's even a quote from, what was that place? NATO, a meeting in NATO, at least one of the places where I've seen this, where they said that the cyber world should be the 5th operational domain of war, with the other ones being land, air, sea, and whatever else there is, space, I think. So it's war out there, basically. Okay, it's in the cyber world. It's war. We got to win, and and all of that stuff. And I'm sorry, I can't see the comments right now. Hold on, let me see if I could click over here. Taurus, hey Taurus, thanks for showing up. All right, so that's the perpetual state of cyber. Okay, so what I have put together after doing all this stuff, we have to stop trying to solve the problem. Okay, which probably makes no sense. Okay, why would I want to stop solving the problem? Okay, because it's not really doing anything. Okay, it's like, okay, let me tell you, it's like this, right? Let's say you have, so phones right now today they're evolving, right? We have all kind of, now, I don't know, this is probably older than a lot of the ones y'all got, but for the most part, phones are, they're evolving, they're getting better, more stuff. Okay, now imagine that you had one of them old 1980, what kind of phones they had in the 80s? I don't know, Nokia or something like that. Imagine you still had that phone, all right? And the problems you would have back in that time, right? Let's say, for instance, what are some of the problems we had in the beginning? Like, I remember running out of minutes, okay? Or, not being able to call on the weekends or something like that. It was like, now, because the phone, that technology has evolved, we still have problems. I still got to call Sprint, because shit ain't going right on this phone. But what I'm not talking to them about is running out of minutes, okay? Because we've evolved from that problem. Okay, nobody got that problem no more. And if you do, I need another plan or something. I don't know. But the thing is, we're always going to have problems, always, okay? But if I can have the problem of them people on the Real Housewives, I would rather have a problem fighting with you about who's going to make the plans to go to Bora Bora. Okay, if that's my problem, that's evolved. Okay, I would rather have that problem than the one over here. Okay, where am I going to sleep tonight? Kind of thing. Do you see what I'm saying? You're always going to have them. In cybersecurity, I feel like this fighting with the hackers, taking the information, doing all the certification, doing all this stuff, that's like a Nokia problem. That's like, I'm running out of minutes. Can we get a more evolved problem in cybersecurity than running behind these damn hackers? Can we? I'm asking a question. Can we get a more evolved problem? Okay, I believe we can. I really do. Now let me check where I am. I got perpetual, current state of cyber. Okay. So the next one should be, where are we at? A new cyber. Here we go. I'm trying to keep on track so y'all can see what you want to see in the replay. Okay. Now, how do we realize this evolved problem? How do we even get there? The first thing we got to do 2 major things. The first thing to get there is to change how we define security. All right. I have 2 books that I'm putting in the larger presentation. Okay. 2 of them that I want y'all to, and you may have read these already, but that I want you to consider. Don't Think Like an Elephant is one of them. And the other book is How the Way We Talk Can Change the Way We Work. All right. These books are phenomenal, right? Because they talk about the way we actually talk about something. That's like a picture frame. The way you understand a concept is like a picture frame. That's going to determine what that looks like for you, how much of it you see, and the decisions and actions you take because of that. All right. The way that we currently define cybersecurity. Okay. Now, there's a website, and I'm going to add. It's not in the description now, but I'm going to give y'all all this stuff later. Okay. There's something called New America. There's a database that they've created. You know how many definitions of cybersecurity we have right now? 900. That's 9 and 2 zeros. 900 different definitions of cybersecurity, okay, as of right now. All right, and this is from what the research that they've done. All right, it's called New America. All right, it's you can go search for them yourself, okay, online. So they say as a catchword, cybersecurity is frighteningly inexact. We need a better understanding of what is meant by cybersecurity. So this is like, I love Parks and Recreation, right? I didn't watch it when it was actually on TV, but I started watching it later. Same thing with The Office. I didn't watch it when it was actually on, but I love it now, okay? In Parks and Recreation, there's a character named Andy. So what's his real name? He did the Guardians of the Galaxy, the lead character. I forget what his actual name is. But his character on Parks and Rec is Andy, and he had a band, and he kept changing the name of the band. So the band was Mouse Rat. It was Rat Mouse. It was Just the Tip. It was Foreskin. And when somebody left, he called it Three Skin. I mean, he just kept changing the title. And his girlfriend was like, dude, you got to stop doing that, okay? Because nobody's going to know who you are if you keep doing that, right? So it's the same thing here. You got 900 definitions or something. Like, what the hell are you talking about? All right. However, even with all of those definitions, now I went and I looked at definitions in different countries, not just here. Different countries, have varied definitions of cybersecurity. But let me tell you what's common. In 900 definitions, what's common in all of them is that security is the mitigation of risk and protection of systems and the information in those systems. Everybody in some way, shape, or form defines cybersecurity that way. It's about protecting systems and the information in those systems, okay? All right, let me, okay, I'm going to number 5 now. Redefining security and cybersecurity. Okay, now we say a lot, and I heard a lot when I first came into this, into this space, the cybersecurity space. Before you do anything, you need to learn about networking, okay? Because how are you going to protect something and you don't even know what the hell that something is, okay? You need to know how computers talk, how all that stuff happens in the back office, okay, that users really don't see or really, care about unless it breaks, all right? Networking, you got to learn that first. I beg to differ. Can I disagree with that? Can I disagree with that? Okay, because I do. Before the networking people even learn how to do this, okay, the first thing all of us need to do is question what we know, what we think we know about what data and information actually is, okay? Don't go to Webster. Don't go to Google or don't even ask Jeeves what information is. Read the definition and think you good. All right, I got it. Let's get on with the other stuff. No. We're not going to do that. Okay. You have to really question what you think you know about data and information. Because when you do that, what you find is that many people say information is the new oil. All right. Information is the new oil. Because of the, all the stuff the people have and the money Facebook is making and all that stuff. It's not the new oil. Not when you really look at it. What it is, and I wrote this down, this is my definition here. It's more akin to the sun or water because information is a powerful, organically generated, limitless source of energy. Okay? Powerful, organically generated, limitless source of energy. Okay, is what it is. All right. Now, so when you really look at it, when you really see what you're protecting, they're saying protecting systems and information. It's not just some lines and squiggles that end up making words or numbers or something. It's way more than that. Okay. So I think that's where we have to start. We have to start questioning what we know about data and information. Okay. And with that, I have to do that first now. With that new view and understanding of data and information, you can only really come to one conclusion about security. And this is just me talking, okay? You might think you can come to something else, and that's your business. You can make your video about that, okay? But as far as I'm concerned, you can only come to one, and that is, here's my definition of security. Security is my freedom to control and act on my own information. That's security. My freedom to control and act on my own information. All right. Now, cybersecurity, your responsibility as a cyber professional and mine as my role in a cyber professional, cybersecurity is empowering me to do that in the digital world. Your goal is to empower me, to feel secure and be able to control my own information. All right. Now I'm going to go a little bit more into that, but I'm really going to delve into the larger talk. Now let's get to the other one. What does it look like? What does this? It sounds soft and fluffy and altruistic and nice and kind and all that other stuff. Okay, I know it does. I know it does. But there's a lot of meat there. Okay, there's a lot of meat there now. All right. So what does it look like? Now, in the talk, I'm going to give you some examples, some real examples. This is not about me coming up with some shit. Okay, this stuff is already going on. I ain't telling y'all nothing new. Okay, it's already happening. All right. So what does it look like? Number one here, Canada. Let's go to, Canada. Canada is up there. They be doing some things. All right. Their equivalent to our HIPAA. So we have HIPAA. Canada has PIPEDA. I don't know if that's the way I'm supposed to do that, but it's the Personal Information Protection and Electronic Document Act. That's what it's called. It's the equivalent to our HIPAA. Okay. Now, they are demonstrating what I'm talking, the definition I said, of security and cybersecurity through this PIPEDA, okay, to some extent. Now, the main difference between HIPAA and PIPEDA, if that's the way you say it, okay, sorry, Canadians, if I'm not saying that right, is that HIPAA is about privacy and security for PHI, okay? Personally, damn, what the hell is PHI? Our medical information. Personal health information, okay? HIPAA is mainly about that, okay? Now, PIPEDA is about medical information and every other thing where people are collecting data, everything. They're not just talking about what the doctor got, they're talking about what everybody got, okay? That's what PIPEDA, so they have really done a lot to address data all over the place. Okay, and they do it through this thing. So that's one example. The other one, there's a 2015 Internet Governance Forum called, what is that? Freedom Online Coalition. It's called the Freedom Online Coalition. They made draft recommendations to bring what they call a human rights framing. Remember I talked about the frame? The way you define something frames it. They have a list of that bring a human rights framing to decisions and actions around cybersecurity. This is 2015, okay? It's a whole 5 years ago. All right. Another thing that I found that is unbelievably amazing. I'm so happy I found this. It's just great. It's the hub of all things. So just go to hubofallthings.com.net, something like that. A hub of all things. Just put that in Google and it'll pop up. But it's decentralized. It talks about decentralized, person-owned and controlled microservers, okay, for personal data storage, processing, AI, and exchange. So y'all know what a server is, okay? Everybody got servers. Microsoft has servers. Amazon has servers. The government got servers. The small business got, everybody got servers, okay? And we learn about servers. We teach about servers. We show pictures of servers, all that. This micro server is that, but just for you. Okay. Again, I'm not going to go into detail here about what it is, but because I almost spend a lot of time, but that's what it is. Okay. So we have the new definitions of security and cybersecurity. I'm telling you where those people are actually acting out those things in these places and other places that I haven't mentioned here yet. And my next question, anytime you propose a different way of seeing something, it don't matter what it is, and got to have nothing to do with cyber. It can be that dude that your sister's with that she loves so much, and you trying to tell her, look, he ain't no good. You see the stuff he's doing. She ain't trying to hear that. Listen, I don't want to hear it. Okay. The same thing is going to happen here. Redefining security and cyber. I ain't trying to hear that, Cheryl. What are you talking about? Okay. I'm going to get that, and I already know it. So why? Okay. Why stay here if somebody's saying, oh, there's another place you can go? I'm going to tell you why. Number one, because it benefits us. We as human animals don't do anything without it benefiting us in some way. Okay. We don't do anything if it doesn't benefit us. Okay. Willingly. We don't willingly do anything if it does not benefit us. Now, why would we stay with this definition? Why would we stay with this current framing of cyberspace as a place of war? Okay. Why would we stay there? Number one, there's an article called The Economic Value Chain, How Our Personal Data Generates Wealth. Okay, that's one reason. And in this article, the writer says, and I love this, she says, the fight for privacy is a fight for scraps. And what we really want to fight for is economic power by being more superior digital citizens with our own tech capability. That's one of the reasons why we would stay here. All right. The second reason why you would not even want to entertain a different, way to see, decide, and act when it comes to cyber. We're afraid. That's another reason why we stay places, is that we're scared to move for two reasons. The assumed known, we think we know what's going to happen if we go somewhere else, and we don't like it, so we're going to stare our asses right here. And the unknown, I ain't got no idea what the hell is going to happen. And the demon you know is better than the demon you don't. Okay, so that's another reason why we stay here, fear. The last reason why we stay in situations that either, that we know we shouldn't be in, or we think are just fine, Why do we stay here when there's other things? Because we don't know that there's another option. That's why I stay. I stay here because I think this is the only place I can be. I don't know that I have a choice. I don't know that I can think differently about this thing and make other decisions and take different actions. I didn't know that, and get different results. I didn't know that. That's why I'm still here. I love the movie The Martian with Matt Damon. The part in it that I particularly love is when he's left, they leave him on Mars by mistake because they think he's dead. So he's there now. All right. He's going to be there for a minute. All right. So now he's taking inventory of what he has. He's like, okay, I have this. The food's not going to last, for this long. The hab is going to break after this amount of time. My air is going to run out. He's going down the list, all the reasons why he's going to die. Okay, all of them, all the reasons why he's going to die on Mars. Okay. And then when he comes to the end of that list, he says, you know what? I'm not going to die here. That's what he says. I'm not going to die here. And the movie shows that he goes on to do stuff, making a garden and, doing all the trying to communicate with NASA, all that stuff. Go watch the movie. It's really good. I'm not going to die here is what he says. All right. Now, why do we stay? Why stay here? For those three reasons that I mentioned. Either you're benefiting from it, you're scared to move, you don't know you have a choice, or actually there's another one. You just want to die here. You want to stay in this place where this thing is framed this way and we're doing these things. Okay. Now that applies to way more than cyber. Okay. Way more than cyber, right? Whatever attitude you have, some of us gonna die with the attitude we got, with all that stuff. So if you're here for a reason. But what I'm saying is my point of saying all this is for that third category, right? Because some of us don't know we can move, and I'm saying we can. Okay, that's all that other stuff. Y'all gotta have, there's therapy and all that other stuff for that. All right, what's the next one? I'm almost done, y'all. Implications for training and continued learning. Now, of course, I had to bring this up, okay, because that's what this channel is about, the cyber training, right? So what are the implications? Right now, there are a lot. There are a lot of implications for us as users, and a lot of implications for us who are being trained in management in cybersecurity and in the technical and other aspects of cyber. But just to put a big umbrella over it, because I'm not going to go through all that right now. Right now, cybersecurity as a user is done to me for my own good. Okay. What in my last organization, I mean, not just in my last organization, y'all. Y'all know that let me use this. I read a book called The Phoenix Project. It's an amazing book. It's about DevOps. Okay, these people trying to incorporate DevOps into the organ, and it's a I always get these mixed up. It's not a real story. It's like a novel. Was that fiction or nonfiction? Shit, I forget. I don't know. But it's like a novel with fake characters interacting with each other. You got a CEO and a security officer and all that. It's well written. It's just so good. Please go read The Phoenix Project. It's amazing. In that book, security, people don't even like to invite security to the meetings because they know they're going to try to stop some shit from happening. Okay. Somebody wants to set up an IT system. Security going to come in here and tell me all the reasons why I can't do it. So keep him out. I don't even want to know about this meeting. Okay. That's the way, that's the way security is seen in that book, and not just in that book, in reality. Okay. Get out of my way. I got work to do. All right. So so the implications of the training and the attitude and all that we have for security, that's what it is now, given the current frame. So imagine a frame where people are still setting up IT projects, but the attitude is, I'm not starting this meeting until security gets in here. Because security empowers me to decide and act. That's what security does. It empowers this business to decide and act. Nobody talk until the security officer gets in here. Imagine a frame that has the attitude of businesses be that way, as opposed to, y'all don't tell security that we have in this meeting about this IT system. Okay. That's the way it is right now. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Don't act like y'all don't know I ain't telling the truth now. All right. Let me go to the last one because I said I wasn't going to be on here long. I'm at 30 minutes. I wanted to do 30 minutes. Soft closing. Let me just wrap it up. So one of my videos on this channel, I talked with Dr. Wesley Phillips, and the title is We Create Cyber Insecurity with Lack of Diversity. And we also talk about acknowledging the hot brain in cyber training. Okay. So in the beginning, when we're talking about lack of diversity, Wesley mentioned something, and you'll see it in the video, and I'll say, man, I never thought of that. Okay. He said, well, men just naturally want to protect. Okay. Or something to that effect, that about men, like that's just what we do. We just naturally, want to protect, So, which got me to thinking about this lack of diversity in cyber. When you look at the top people in cyber, who are they? What they look like? You got a whole bunch of menses. Now listen, I love me some men now. Y'all, I like men. Ask the men that I like if I like them. They'll tell I got nothing against men's. Okay. But one of the articles I wrote about diversity said we think differently. That's just the way it is. We, as the different genders, we just think differently. We see things in different ways. So now I'm thinking back, why is cyberspace all about war? War and fighting and keeping folks out, and just, you got a bunch of men thinking up this stuff. Okay. Again, I love men and we need men, but we need a mix of diverse ideas. We need women. We need other cultures. We need people who've had different experiences. I'm a social worker. Okay. I came to cybersecurity as a social worker, and training and HR and, all that. I'm a certified hypnotist, like all kinds of stuff, is mixed in here. Okay. That's what we need at the level of decision making, at the level of accountability. Don't just have them all down here and saying, okay, we got enough of them. We may need a couple more veterans in here, but we got enough. No, we need these diverse perspectives to be at the decision-making level, controlling budgets, making policy, all that stuff. Okay. So I'm glad he said that, because I really hadn't thought of that, until he said, men just naturally want to protect, and fight for what's theirs and all that, right? Y'all need to come on off this. So some of y'all need to sit down. Okay. Y'all need to have several seats and get some more diverse people in there so we can get this thing going. All right. That's all I got. I didn't want to keep y'all long. That's about 30 minutes or so, 33 minutes. Like I said, I'm making a larger presentation for all this to go into more detail and stuff. This is so interesting, especially, man, I was so surprised with the economic stuff that's going on in servers. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. All right, that's all I got for today. So thank you all for looking, and, just like I said, scroll through, and find what you want. I hope that worked well. I don't know how to edit videos yet, so I need to learn how to do that, but I will. Y'all have a nice Sunday, and I will see you back here next time. All right, bye.